Hi, it's Red Snapper and welcome to the Showgirl's Closet. Today we are going to look at a couple more Halara items that I picked up recently. I feel like when I say Halara, I sound like the mynah bird in Twin Peaks.
Hello, Waldo. Laura?
Laura, right? Halara. Okay, that's terrible. But I tested my Halara tank and tank dress in New Orleans. Things went very well with them, except when in New Orleans and it's warm in September, you wind up doing a lot of walking. There's a little bit of chafing, so I was pouring baby powder on my crotch outside of a drugstore because my legs were rubbing together. The shorts would creep up after like 6 miles in one day. So that is worth noting. But I really wanted to try more pants. I did get some tush hugging workout leggings, and so this episode I will show you some pants that I got, and then I'll try them on and such. So the first pair here, these are Cool Touch yoga leggings, and the color, they're supposed to be sky blue. The ad that I was served up online showed them in a lighter blue, and that is what had me haunting their page, waiting for my size to come back in stock. And that's why I waited to pull the trigger on buying pants, because I wanted the sky blue. This is not quite sky blue. I feel like I should mention, if you look at this image, you can see it doesn't quite match up with the color. Also, I did something that consumers do. I liked the look of the thing and I didn't read everything about it. So these are Cool Touch yoga pants, which means they are shiny, stretchy, and cool to the touch, like a satin pillowcase. They are not the kind of pants that I could wear in an executive situation. These are not the kind of pants that I could wear if I had to go to a business meeting. These are the kind of pants that I could wear to work out. I could probably wear them to a burlesque meeting. I think that would be fine. I mean, showing up is the important part there. But I do think they're cute. I just didn't read everything. And I warn you, dear viewer, read the information about the product before pulling the trigger. But pretty well made. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't notice this before. It has a gusset in here and the stitching around it. This is satin stitching, a nice wide stitch that you use to secure the edges of some things. Like you'll see this on the back of a bra pretty frequently. So this is a crotch gusset, which I find interesting that they opted to do one here. Maybe it was easier for them to stitch this in than to do the other inseam stitching, or maybe this is to keep fabric from bunching up, because when you make pants, there's a lot of fabric that meets in this area because you have seams from the legs and seams from front to back, and but it's only one layer. It's not like swimwear where they have an added gusset. I guess maybe they did this to keep it from chafing, especially if you go commando in a pair of these. And I don't know why you would go commando in a pair of these pants. I mean, if you're athletic, you're going to get sweaty. This is not like cotton. This is 78% nylon, 22% elastane. So this is not necessarily going to air out in the most incredible way. So yes, wear some kind of drawers under this garment. But it's still cute. I like the flare of the leg. I used to have some, I'd call them walking around pants. They were amazing plaid pants. I can't fit them anymore. The last time I had a picture in them, I think was like 2010 or 2012. And I loved those pants. And I think I still have them in my closet, but they don't fit anymore. So I was hopeful that these would be walking around pants for me. The only walking around I will do with these will probably be inside of my home or maybe to dance classes. But there is a pocket. Look, it has pockets. A tiny little hidden pocket. I don't think, no, a cell phone. Well, maybe a cell phone would fit in there. But you could put a car key or a wallet with a credit card under your ID in there. And the crisscross front is nice because it's forgiving if you have been through perimenopause or are menopaused, fully meno-stopped. There's it's forgiving and it looks nice. Okay, so that's the pair of pants that I didn't quite meet expectations because of the image and because I didn't fully read it. So if you do get a pair of these, know that they are slick. They're not executive fabric. The second pair that I bought are basically jeggings. Jeggings were all the rage some years ago, jean leggings. I like my stuff to fit kind of boot cut. I like them to be somewhat fitted in the thighs and flared at the bottom. I'm not terribly tall, but I like that look. Also, I like jeans that I can just pull on. So I thought maybe I get a pair of these and I can wear them to hockey games or situations where jeans are appropriate, maybe certain executive situations, right? So they have the right texture. If you feel them, it feels like a very lightweight denim, but they have the right texture. Jeans like. I probably wouldn't do yard work in them, honestly, because it's a fairly thin fabric. If you're doing yard work, you want something a little more industrial, I would think, crawling around and stuff that would resist tears from sticks and rocks and debris. I make it sound like it's a hiking incident, a hiking trip gone wrong. That's what yard work is to me. I find it quite therapeutic when I do it. All right, so nice top stitching here, like jeans, with this goldenrod colored top stitching. That's good. The pockets are nicely secured. It's got a nice yoke on it. That's attractive. I like that there's a small tag. I don't really like brand labels on a lot of my things. I'd rather support fandoms like, ooh, look at me, I'm a fan of myself, or I'm a fan of a team, or, you know, I'm a fan of John Mayer. I think Levi's and Reeboks break the mold there. I want to have that Levi's tag or the Reebok tag, but generally I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't want to advertise for you. You need to pay me to advertise for you. No to Halara. Pay me. This episode is not sponsored by them, but it should be. They should pay me for giving this honest review. But whatever, they're not yet, so who knows if they ever will. I want to save you money and trouble, my dear friends. Okay, this fly is not functional. This is a decorative fly, much easier to install than a real fly. I can tell you that from experience. And there are no belt loops because it has elastic in the top. These are pull on, pull off jeans. So you get the look of jeans and the comfort of leggings or yoga pants. This is the inside of the waistband. Notice it's not denim. And you can see where the elastic is right at the top. It's soft, very soft here. And this has, just going to go to the crotch because we looked at the crotch on the other one. Normal crotch. Okay, so for both of these, I got a large, both pairs of pants. And I will try these on. I'll try on the other ones first, and then I'll try on these so that you can see how they fit. And the length is regular for both of them. And know that I'm 5'3". Let's try these on. Ta-da! Here we go. So they're still very cute. You can see how long they are on me. I have a day scheduled where I'll be altering a bunch of clothes. And I'm wearing regular drawers in these. I did wear a longer, thicker t-shirt, so I've got to hike this up for you. But you can see where the drawer line is. You can see the pants tag as well, right here, which, interesting. But you can see the waistline. This is forgiving, I think. So I could have lunch in these breeches. So very cute. These would probably look better with a tank top than a bunched up t-shirt, but ooh, I'll lose my balance trying to navigate around a dog. But I would wear these for shoots. I would wear these for stuff in my home. I'd wear them for Patreon videos where I'm chit-chatting. I think they're great for home use, dancer use, casual use, but I don't think that I would wear these outside of the home in the way that I initially intended when I pulled the trigger to purchase. And I will say, Halara always has coupons, so I highly doubt you would ever pay full price for anything. I'm glad I didn't pay. I think these were listed as $59.95. I'm glad I didn't pay that for them because I would be irritated, even though part of it's my own fault. The color's not my fault, but the texture of the pants, that's on me since I didn't read that. Okay, but yeah, these are cute. I'll take them up. I'll wear them for some video shoots. It'll be fine. I would probably pair these with a nude thong just because of like the fact that you can see the tag. Probably I would want a thong. Then they might curve in a little bit more in the butt because the fabric stretched across the bottom of the, I think these are French cut underpants. You know, it's not made to go into my crack. So it might look just a little bit better with a nude thong than these drawers. Okay, let's try on the other pair. Ta-da! Pulling up the shirt again, here are the jeans. And you can see these are a little long, but with some shoes, if I wear tennis shoes, I'm okay in them. In fact, I wore them to a Dallas Stars season ticket holder event at Six Flags, and they were okay. You can see that they're not all funky on the bottom. I will probably wear them a couple more times before I decide, do I want to take them up at all? And if I did take them up, it would be maybe an inch. The other ones will probably be taken up like 3 inches. Okay, here's the back. You can see a little bit of my drawer line on these. They kind of have a mom jean look in the back, but you know, sometimes you just want a pair of very comfortable jeans. Comfy. You wouldn't tuck something into these because they would look like maternity pants if you did. And not that there's anything wrong with maternity pants, but if that's not the look you're going for, if it's unintentional maternity pants, then like this is something you'd wear a longer thing over. Wear a jersey over it, or a sweatshirt, or a sweater, or a shirt that's not tucked in, and a button-up that's not tucked in. That would be okay with this. They do have pockets. I'm happy about that, front and back pockets. But would I stick keys in here? Probably not. Just because it's made out of legging material. Very comfortable though. Very, very comfortable. They don't have the kind of support. I will go back to the butt here. They don't have the kind of support that lifts. So these aren't pants that are going to make your butt look amazing. They're not fantastic and sculpted like the leggings that I got from Halara, the green leggings that, stepping on a puppy, the green leggings that are made to shape the butt. Yeah, there's no lifting. This is just comfort, absolute comfort. So yeah, these are comfortable and I'm pleased with them. However, both items came to me in the same bag and they smelled like mothballs. I washed them. These still smell like mothballs. Don't love that smell. I'm not sure Why? It smells so heavily of mothballs unless it was tucked in with mothballs for years. I don't know. It's an intense smell. And I can smell the mothballs from here. Yee. I guess I'll have to launder them again. But I don't have to worry about them losing color the way I do a pair of Levi's because they're leggings. So it's all good. It's all good. All right, what do you think? What do you think about the Halara breeches? Have you gotten any of their pants? Do you have any recommendations if I decide to get another pair for my wardrobe? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Or is there another brand that I should investigate that might not smell like mothballs? I don't know. Or be more true to the color that I saw on the screen. Maybe I could find some replacement walking around pants that I could walk around in the world in. I would love to hear from you. Thanks so much to my patrons. I appreciate you and all of the years. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and boop that bell for notifications. And you'll see me next time.